So I wanted to thank the 100 people who've contributed to my history of computing at the ANU. And I wanted to thank the 50 people who drank cups of coffee with me while we elicited their stories. But I also wanted to draw attention to some contributors to computing from the very early days who haven't thus far been mentioned. The first female to program an ANU computer, I'm confident, was Claire Wehner using the IBM 610 on Mount Stromlo in 1960. ANU's first stored program computer was an IBM 1620, which was located in the Oliphant building on the 2nd of January 1962. And the person who ran it was Robson, Professor Brian Robson, who's with us here tonight. Brian, would you... Brian Robson was also responsible for recruiting a large number of female computing pioneers. It was he who recruited Elizabeth Reid, who's been mentioned before. Margaret Campbell was part of his team, Lorrel Sherar and Barbara Davidson. They were all working on the IBM 1620 long before the arrival of the IBM 360 in 1966. Moving on to the next decade, we actually have, I believe, four, well, I suppose I could count myself as well, that makes five, but four of the people who taught computer science in the 1970s. Brian Molinari is one of them. Are you around still, Brian? Chris Johnson is another. Same table. Malcolm Newey is a third. And fourth, but not last, is Robin Stanton. Robin is a good friend of mine. At least I hope he will be after I say the following. But Robin came in 1974 and introduced the teaching of runtime structures and artificial intelligence and so on, and had a huge influence over the direction of the computer science department for many years. He was also instrumental in the Centre for Information Science Research, in the Axis Cooperative Research Centre, the ANU Fujitsu CAP project. He was a Pro-Vice Chancellor at ANU, responsible for computing, scholarly information, networking around the campus, and also for ANU's leadership role in high-performance computing, starting with the Fujitsu VP50, the AP1000, the connection machine CM2, blah, 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 series of machines, the Australian Partnership for Advanced Computation, and the National Computing Infrastructure. This evening wouldn't be complete without acknowledging Robin's contribution, and I hope we're still friends after I said it. And if anyone brought along a Pyramid 90X computer, I have the ignition key. And if you want to contact me afterwards, take one of my cards.